Kia ora folks, RDB, your local bushman here. Now, I know you folks are probably wondering what happened to the bushman beard. We want to know what happened to the beard. We'll talk about that in another video. What I'd like to talk to you guys today is about my footwear and some of the things I'll be using along the trail. Now, I know I've got to speak about some of my gear before my videos. It's not because I have tweaked some things. They're all pretty much the same things since my original setup and videos that I shot in August, okay? It's still pretty much the same setup. It's just I never got to talk about in much detail about some of my gear. And now we're only 12 to 11 days as I speak away from the trail until I catch my bus from Hamilton City Transport Centre up to Kaitaia, and then I'll either stay with a Trail Angel or I'll hitch up to Cape Reinga. It's about 118 k's, give or take, away from Kaitaia, so we'll see what happens. 11-12 days away from the trail. We are not long away from the trail, folks. Okay, folks, so what I'd like to talk to you about is the socks, the things, footwear, everything. I've tried a lot of footwear, a lot of different socks, everything, you name it, for the last year and a half, even before I even mentioned about doing the TA on my video channel, here on my YouTube channel. So let's have a look at what we got, so stay tuned. Okay, so what I've got for liner socks. Now, I'll be using a two sock system, okay, folks? Most through hikers, trampers, backpackers, whatever you want to call them. A lot of them do use a two sock system, okay? So I will be using something I've absolutely thrashed in, okay? So I'd like to tell you, folks, what it is. Indigenous. These are the Merino New Wool ones. Merino New Wool, okay? These are my spares, okay? So I'll be wearing a pair of these and my main tramping socks, okay? So I'll have a spare set of my liner and my main tramping sock and my spare clothing bag. These, folks, okay, brutal durability test. I wore these, this one was when I was working and doing hardcore training for the trail. We're talking like 2 to 3 hours after a 12-hour shift. Very brutal, but that's how I got so tank, like how you can see, it's just dedication, like that's all I can think about. That's here at trail. Going off topic, well anyway, back on topic. Durability test, okay folks? 8 weeks without washing, no cake build-up, no soil build-up, darning, they were starting to darn under the underside. It took 8 weeks to blow out. 8 weeks. And that was around here. Just mainly where the ball of my foot is placed on the sole. That's about it. So these are extra large, okay? $8.17 New Zealand, shipped, delivered. From AliExpress. I don't believe the store sells them anymore, the store I bought them from. I can't remember the store name, but they were $8.17 at the time. I bought the remaining stock. I bought 8 pairs. I believe it was 8 pairs. So I've worn through a couple. I used a couple for different things, you know. A couple pairs for running. The rest one pair was for the durability test to see how long and brutal it would last for. And a few pairs for the TA. Now, I'll be using these. These are Merino New Wool, okay, extra large, so they fit a UK 12, UK 13, UK 14. In regards to my sock sizes as well, I've had to jump up because my feet, because I've been practicing a lot of ankle exercises, foot exercises, even toe exercises, my feet have naturally grown over the last year. So I used to be a UK 12, I've jumped up to a UK 13. That's naturally, okay? So natural foot growth, it's gone to a UK 13. For the trail, my footwear and my socks and all that are a UK 14 or UK 14 and a half, which will be a US 15, US 15 and a half. So that's really big feet, and that's because, you know, probably genetics. You know, I'm a Māori, so we got big, wide feet, and then with my training, my foot exercises and ankle exercise, my feet and muscle growth have increased, so they've gone long as well, so long and wide, so really big feet. Yeah, so I'll be using these. I've got 1 pair as my spare, as I said, and I've got a couple back here in my cache. I can send those and bounce them on, so I can know I can get at least 6 to 8 weeks guaranteed without washing them, without any of that, and they'll still hold up. They're still relatively comfortable. You can get blisters with these, but I found you don't really gain blisters with these. Fantastic socks, love them. They're soft but durable, really durable. That micro new wool blend, it's not totally merino. It's got some nylon and acrylic in there, but very minimal. But it makes them more durable. Very interesting socks. If we use them all up on the trail, okay, all along the 3,000 Ks that Russ will be tramping along the Te Aroha Trail, okay, our backup plan is, boom, these ones right here. Indigenous Performance 2.0 runs, okay, these are blue. Don't care about the color, okay, it's just a color. I believe there's a teal blue they call them. I use these for running 3.5 weeks without washing, durability test. These will last before they blow out or start darning up too much. Okay, so that without washing, without airing, 3.5 weeks in my tests, my own personal tests, these have performed. They will hold up that long. Now, these will be my backup liner sock pairs if I've used all my micro new wool ones. I've got 3 pairs in the back behind me in my cache. When I need to bounce them on, I've got a spare pair in my spare clothing bag, and I'll be wearing one. So if they all fail, I've got more than enough liner socks, okay? Boom. So yet again, Gingy. I'm loving these toe socks, loving the toe socks. They're bloody fantastic socks. Guaranteed. Oh, it's just fantastic. Now these off AliExpress, okay? I got these for $8.32 delivered, shipped NZ. So US, you're talking like maybe like $6, $5.82, something like that. So like $5, $6. That's cheap, man. You can't go wrong. Okay, so now the main sock, my actual tramping sock, backpacking sock, trekking sock, hiking sock, whatever you want to call it. We call it tramping here in New Zealand because it's New Zealand. So my main tramping socks are as follows. Let's see if we can get it to show up. Very hard to see, but these are icebreakers, okay? Icebreakers. Now, I spoke to a retailer. They said Hike Plus doesn't exist, but I see it on the packaging. It says Hike Plus. So these are the Hike Plus regular, just regular crew cut socks, okay? They go up to like maybe this much past your ankles. Pretty comfortable, not a high sock, not a low sock. Merino wool, okay? Very comfortable, okay? I've got a spare pair. This is my spare pair in my clothing bag, and I'll be wearing one pair. Now, the good thing with these, and I don't know if a lot of people know this, is icebreaker, and I heard about this, okay? One of my Canadian mates who's seen my channel recommended it to me. He said get icebreaker socks, and the reason why, particularly for through hike, is because you are paying a lot. Now, I paid $38.99, okay? $38.99 discount. New Zealand, that's not too bad. Usually about $45.99, okay, folks? So $45.99, okay? $45.99, you usually recommend the retail. $38.99 is the one I paid for. The reason why is because there is a lifetime guarantee on the sock. Now, how it works is they've got to be clean, they can't be smelly. If they start to get holes in them, you can take them to any retailer you want and get them replaced. Now, I've got the receipt just in case, you know, a retailer says, hey, Russ, you know, you're trying to lie to us. And they'll be like, boom, here's my receipt, here you go. Not lying. So, yeah, icebreaker socks. Very expensive, very dear. However, worth it for that lifetime warranty where you can replace them. Boom, I like that idea. So on the through hike, that just pays dividends in itself. They pay for themselves throughout those 3,000 Ks. I might have to replace them 2 to 3 times. That's, you know, okay to pie. I'm totally fine with that because that money in itself pays for itself. Okay, so there's that. Now, let's talk about insoles. Now, I was originally using, they're not comfortable anymore, soft sole, okay? Soft sole. Now, not these ones in particular, okay? I was using the soft sole, I can't even remember what they call it. Dynamic Fit. It's a Dynamic Fit, something like that. They are very expensive, $65. They probably last a lot longer. They've got carbon fiber backing. The problem with those is they don't work for Māori feet, for flat, wide, big, long feet. They're only built for a low arch, a medium arch, or a high arch. Even the low arch one I've tried. Now I've got a neutral arch one, okay? I've only worn those once. I'll probably swap that with another Tramp on the trail that's the same size, and I know I'll probably swap it for like 10 or 20 bucks, or like, half a week of food resupply. That's cheap. 65 bucks. I still have the receipt. I've only worn them once. They just don't work for Māori feet, and particularly my size, because my feet have grown and the arches have changed out and everything because of the muscle growth. I've been training in a lot of barefoot training, rubbing, ankle exercises, all sorts of stuff. My feet and muscles just don't like it. Yeah, so I will be using these soft sole memory foam ones. Now these are the memory foam ones. The only reason why I'm using the memory foam ones is because they fit. If we have a look right down here, they fit flat and wide feet. They fit all types of feet, so that's the reason why I'll be using these. Okay, these cost $29.99 from Rebel Sport. That's not too bad. I've used them for 2 to 3 days, walking for 5 to 8 hours in them. Just normal walking, no backpack, nothing, as of yet. But they've been very comfortable, nice arch support for flat, wide feet. Very comfortable. I might have to replace these a couple of times, but that's still not too bad. I'll probably have to replace the other ones I was going to use 2 to 3 times anyway. I thought about getting something else, okay? Some people mention super green feet and all that. We can get them in New Zealand, okay? If you got them off eBay, and they'll be very expensive. Very, very expensive. I saw a pair that was like $98.42 New Zealand. I was like, no, bugger that. And then you got to pay shipping. No, bugger that. And I can get 4 pairs of these. Boom, I'm sus. I'm game. So, yeah, I'll be using these for my insoles, okay? Now, we've done shoes. Oh, we've done socks, sorry. We've done the insoles. Let's talk about gaiters now. What type of gaiters am I using? I will be using these. These all short black things. You're probably thinking, why aren't you using Dirty Girls? Now, for you folks that don't know, the original intention, not the agenda, one of the original intentions of the Araroa Trail is to use a lot of Kiwi gear, Kiwi gear for Kiwi Trail. That makes the most brutal, perfect sense ever. You can go lightweight and all that, but Kiwi gear for Kiwi Trail, it's been designed for the Kiwi conditions. So, boom, logic. Logic favours the bulb, my friend. Okay, these are old school, but light, okay? Old school, but light. The camera might not show these because these were made in 1988. Okay, so that's 30 years. But they're still going, okay? Recoated with, I forget what it is. Technique Wax Solar Proof. TNG. I have to remember the name and I'll pop it up somewhere in this video, but I bought 4 bottles of those for $20, so $5 each, including shipping, 500 mils. I've treated all my gear that needs water resistancy more, or DWR better. Okay, let's see if this can pull it up. It won't because it's ultra faded. It's very hard to pick it up. But these are a pair of Tui Trail gaiters. What is Tui Trail? Okay, Tui Trail is an old school Kiwi tramping company. There's quite a few of the old school Kiwi tramping companies that are not around. They made a lot of outdoor gear for Kiwi trampers during the 80s. Now these are made of 70D nylon taffeta with a PVC coating and a PU coating. So here we go, here's my PU coating. Here's the PVC. This has got a DWR solar, I would say, water resistant spray on it. Okay, it's been retreated. Fantastic. These cost me $7. $7 New Zealand ship. This is collector's items. I have a lot of collector's items anyway because I love to collect, in particular, outdoor equipment. for me, bushcraft is encompassing a lot of things. So tramping, me trying this new through hiking, that's totally different in itself. But it's also collecting gear. I love to collect different designs, different thoughts, why they thought about designing this piece of gear or that piece of gear, okay? So these are the gaiters I'll be using. My backup gaiters, let's have a look. Now, these are tall ones, they're big, they're old school. Really old school. These are my backup gaiters, okay folks? These are as follows. Alpac, made in New Zealand. Now, these are made from canvas, lightweight canvas, okay? It's the nylon type canvas, real lightweight, okay? They're big, they're tall, they're built for Spaniard and Matagari, anything like that, brambles along your feet, because a lot of trampers, even to this day, and from back in the days, wore stubby type shorts, okay? They're really high shorts, okay? They're basically like modified underwear, you could basically say. They were that high. But they would wear high gaiters, okay? These are still made, not this colour, but are still made by Alpac, made in New Zealand. I believe they're made in Christchurch, still. These costed me $10 for a pair, Alpac, collectors. These are collectors in itself. These sell for about $58, $60. I bought them for $10. Even the colours are rare, okay? So these are from the 90s, okay? From the 90s. These are my backup gaiters, just in case with South Island, okay? They've got, this goes around the back of your foot, Velcro and dome, butt enclosure. Nice, $10. Retro, collectors, can't go wrong. Okay, so now let's talk about footwear, okay? Footwear, what type of footwear are we going to use? Okay, so probably to start off with, we'll use these Merrell Moab 2 vents, okay? Merrell Moab 2 vents. These costed me $197 from Colin from Chicken Travel. Colin from Chicken Travel, thank you very much for your support. $197. These got the Vibram. These are the wide ones, UK 14 wide. Okay, $197. They usually sell for about $248, something like that. Very, very cheap. I've got a pair at the moment. I'll pick up a pair when I come through on the 800k mark through Hamilton. I'll pick up another pair. That covers me for the North Island, basically. Now, for the South Island, I've got two different types. They're all Merrells, by the way. I had to use Merrells because they're the lightest, least expensive, comfortable footwear for through hike. Trail runners, they don't make them my size. They're built for, I'm just going to be honest, European sizes feet, Asian people. Not being racist here, but they're not built for Māori people. They're not built for Māori feet at all. So, and this Māori boy, he's quite lean in there, but he's got big ass feet. I'm just being honest. Okay, so we are using for the South Island, or if I want to use this for North Island, a bit muddy, but these are as follows. These are the Merrell Yokota Trail vents. Okay, I picked these up for $100. $100. These are UK 14, not a wide. They're still comfortable though. Okay, and also for the South Island, these are semi-waterproof. These are not waterproof. These are the most breathable mid-top boot I could find. These are the Merrell Centaurs. You can tell they're Centaurs because the backs rubberdized. Merrell Centaurs, UK 14. I've also picked those up for $100. That's basically it, folks. That is all my video about foot and footwear related products. It's good to see everyone. I hope everyone enjoys the new look of Russ. It's all shaven, taking 10 years off my life beard, but I look a whole lot younger. Thank you folks for blessed trails, ka kite anō. I hope to see you folks very soon. See you later.